Alright, I've just started this video twice and I had to cut it off because I cracked up laughing. I'm going to be serious. Basically, my point of this video, the video is going to be entitled Thank You for the Music, and that is literally where I'm coming from. I've been wanting to do it for ages. I'm like, oh yeah, when I put some makeup on, blah de blah de blah, I'm sat here in my pages, I can't be asked. But the point there is still the same. Back in 2020, you remember then? Like at the beginning of that, we were free, right? But about around this time in 2020, a little bit on, shit started to get real. And on the 23rd of March in 2020, we were locked down. And there were people who came out and tried to make that better. At the beginning, like before the lockdown, I used to follow three DJs. I used to follow Ashley Noble, MC Noble, Noby One, as I call him, Noby Wonky Nobby. I love that guy so much, and also I love Shy Bell so much. DJ 3 Style, DJ MC 3 Style, and DJ Hoodie. Those guys were what I knew about online music, like the dance scene and whatever. And the lockdown hit. Then we got Zach Corker, Lockdown Live, came out, and he was doing, 2-3 lives a week? And every Friday night I'd tune in to the Graveyard Shift. People like Bang Tidy, the Graveyard Shift crew, MC Steele, and Alvarez and things like that. And I'm so sorry, I'm missing out loads of that because it was at the beginning of last year. Then, I started to make mates on the lives, so I'd get into more lives. Then I discovered Lily B. Now, Lily B, I've just bought her t-shirt, actually. I don't do promotional gear as a rule. I don't do words on clothing at all. But I did buy one from my favourite band, my favourite English band. My favourite band is BTS. I know fucking all of the DJ guys that I know that are watching this are gonna go, you what? K-pop? Literally. But yeah, my favourite band is BTS. My favourite English band is a band called The Magic Keys. And so I bought one of their t-shirts. Uber proud of it. Favourite t-shirt. Love it. I've just bought one by Lily B. My favourite ever DJ t-shirt in my life. But Lily B effing rocks. She taught herself at the beginning of 2020 how to mix. And literally, she's one of the most prominent people on the scene at the minute. Then we've got, then I got into DJ Nico, and my family, literally, his followers are just the nicest people you'll ever meet. He won't have people following him who ain't nice people. If you're bad, you're off. And so and I've made so many friends through all of these groups of all of these people. I'm trying to think of some more to name drop, because literally these DJs, they go out of their way to make other people's lives better. Yes, they're doing what they love. Yes, they're doing what they're good at. Yes, they're gaining attention and they're gaining a following for when we go back to normality. God knows what that'll ever be when it happens. But when we're allowed in clubs again, these people have already got their following. They've made their following. But whilst they're not in that position, they're just giving their talents, what they were born and put on this earth to do. They go, Daniel Sumner. I have to mention Daniel Sumner, because he's one as well that's also kept me going. When they come up and it's they're live, I've got to watch them. I get tagged in so many lives these days. It's just unreal. And half of the people I don't really know from Adam, but I am grateful for every single one of them. Like there's one DJ Bazzer, I get tagged in his a lot. Chrissy Lee. Sorry, Chris. Like, you know, like I get tagged all day, every day. There is always someone on Facebook who is doing a free live set. So if you've got nothing else to do with your time, literally, you've always got live music there. These people are doing it from the love of their hearts at the minute. Yes, I'm sure there's something in there where they're going like, well, yeah, I'm, you know, building a following and whatever. But at the minute, they don't know that that's what they're going to come out of here with. We don't know what's going to happen when we come out of this. I just know, sorry, Danny Mac is one that I've also started watching recently that I've just remembered. I'm going to have missed so many DJs on this, but when you're on their lives, they'll always say, like, they'll always read your names out. They'll always give you a shout out if you're on their thing. So I just thought I'd shout them out too. Sod it. Do you know what I mean? But this is mainly for Lily B because I love you, girl. And she's a bit of a knob. She's a lot of a knob, basically. She calls people cunts. This is something else I want to say while I'm on there. She calls people cunts, right? Because if you don't share. Now, I don't share people's videos, but I'm sorry, I've got a bit of pistachio in my tooth. This is going really well, isn't it? But yeah, it's like I don't share videos, like literally, because if I share it, well, apparently sharing it on your wall don't count. I've been sharing it on my wall, so I got a share its badge, and apparently that don't count. You have to share in private groups. I ain't in, the only group that I converse in is Nico's group, because I'm safe in there. Like, everywhere else, people seem to have beefs and stuff, and so that's where I go if I do, you know, like to, you know, chat the general chit chat and stuff like that. But like, so I ain't in any of these groups, so I literally am by default a cunt because I can't. I ain't in any group. Well, I'm in a couple, but I would never dare post a video in there because I've seen people post in DJ groups and they're like, this is my group, don't do it. This is for me. What are you doing promoting somebody else in my group? So I'm really scared about that. So just so that she knows, you know, as this is mainly for Lily B. But like literally, so I can't do that. I'm not a sharing person. I can't share it on my wall because my wall isn't about music. My wall is about, like, you know, like I'm an activist at the end of the day. I can't just keep sharing music stuff because it would take away from my credibility if I was doing that. They'd be like, well, what side of the fence are you on? Having said that, I do post memes a lot because I like to keep the energy up, and occasionally I will post people's lives, but I'm not going to all the time because it's not 100% of my world. You know what I mean? If I'm feeling depressed, my lives pick me up. If the lives ain't on, I'll go on bloody YouTube and I'll listen to K-pop, mate. Or the Imagination movies, they're really positive too. You know, like I'm a bit this way or that. But the whole point of this video, get back to the point of this video, Kez, because that's what this video is about, funnily enough, is I just want to say thank you to each and every one of the DJs out there. Gotta mention Adam DeRose because he's a little sweetheart, bless him. See, I'm remembering as a club, like literally when I get off this video, I'm going to remember so many DJs I wanted to bloody give a shout out to. But what can you do? They're not talking to me at this in a live, so like I can't remember. But to all the DJs that I've mentioned, to all the DJs that I've not mentioned, thank you for what you do. You literally are making this lockdown a better place for everybody to survive in. You're keeping the vibe alive, and thank you. I just literally cannot thank you enough. And when this is all done, I'll see you out on the road.